Good evening, race fans, and welcome to another Thursday night here at Extreme Racing TV for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. Tonight, drivers take on Michigan for what should be a very exciting, dynamic race here tonight. If anything, history has it from the last two seasons. We're definitely going to be in store for a great one here tonight. As always, up here in the broadcast booth with you guys each and every Thursday night, Dennis Ansman broadcasting virtually from Michigan Speedway here this evening. Before we go ahead and get down to qualifying this evening, we do have points to go over, or individual points and team points here. So let's go ahead and dive down into that here real quick. First, let's go ahead and let's do team points first here tonight. Find a great hit here. There we go. This first team points coming into tonight. Up in the first spot there, as you can see, CRT Pulse Racing there with 640 points coming into tonight. In second with PBR there, 369 points. Back in third, Leonard Energy Racing at 357. And fourth, Team Name Motorsports, 317. In fifth, we got Black Gold Racing with 303. In sixth, we got Gigabyte Racing with 233. In seventh, we have Joshua Osborne Motorsports with 181. In eighth, we got Team iCar with 161. In ninth, ARM with 138. In 10th, we got IRR Team Argentina with 129. Mr. Rogers Racing back there in 11th with 100. True North Racing in 12th with 82. Legacy Racing 13th with 64 points coming into tonight. Indy 1 there in 14th with 35. And then rounding out the team standings coming into tonight for Season 3, we got Gear Cats there with 25 points. As far as the individual standings go ahead and get those pulled up for everybody. In the first spot, as you can see there, we still got that 52 of Lance Anthony with 286 points. In second, we got David Cook with 270 points. In third, William Rucker with 261. Edson Santos there in fourth, 249. Back there in fifth, we got Bobby Blowers with 206. Joshua Osborne in sixth with 168. Rick Raven in seventh with 164. Andrew Fay back there in 8th with 155. In 9th, we got Daniel Bench there with 153. Daniel Pereira there in 10th with 150, as well as Garrett Hagan. Both those guys are 150 tied for 10th. In 12th, we got Pacey White there with 149. Clave Carter there 13th with 147. Brian Edwards 14th with 145. In 15th, we got Travis Rucker 129, as well as Mathis. In 17th, we got Calix Wetzel with 108. Aaron Hobart there in 18th with 94. TJ Harden 19th with 83. Billy Smith with 82 points in 20th. Scott Watson back there in 21st with 76. 22nd, we got Mathis Brento with 73. Kiffin Simpson there in 23rd with 72. Alex Offenbach there, 61 points, they were 24th. Max Molina in 25th with 56 points. And then rounding out the individual standings coming into tonight for Season 3, we got Rafael, I think that's supposed to be Earhart, with 53 points. I think there's E and R, I don't know. It's kind of weird font there at the bottom. But those will be the individual standings coming into tonight. As far as tonight goes, so far here in practice in that top spot, we have the 199, Josh L. Font there. Spot with the best time of a 32.101. David Cook Jr. second with a 32.180. Sheridan Wade in third with a 32.204. In fourth, we got Kiffin D. Simpson with a 32.214. In fifth, Andy Frazier with a 32.312. Garrett Hagan in sixth with a 32.323. Listed there. Alyssa Sharp in seventh with a 32.360. William Rucker eighth with a 32.363. And then ninth, Bobby Blowers there with a 32.403. And then rounding out the top 10 here in practice, Travis Rucker there with a 32.407. Now, a lot of these times could be with the draft. It's going to be interesting to see how it all translates over into qualifying. But before we go ahead and get into that, let's go ahead and step away, get in our national anthem. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back. All right. Well, hopefully everybody enjoyed the sights and sounds of the national anthem as qualifying is now underway here this evening. Out there on the track right now, Andrew Fay coming out there on pit road right now as we speak. Times will be being laid down here momentarily as these guys are just getting out there on track. Garrett Hagan getting out there, Bobby Blowers getting out there on track. Brian Edwards. I think he blinked out for a moment. Looks like he came back though. Garrett Hagan has to serve a black, well, not serve a black flag, but he got a black flag there probably for coming off the apron too soon. Looks like in that top spot right now, we got the 199 there, Josh L. Slot. William Rucker there in third. James Riven there in second. Like I said, this is just starting qualifying here. Still got over 3 minutes here to go, so a lot of time for these positions to change hands. You get Edson still here on the end of pit road. Billy Smith out here hasn't laid down a lap yet. William Rucker is now up to the top spot there in that 77. One lap, and he's going to call it that with a lap time of a 32.589. David Cook Sr. out here on track. 32.837 his first lap out. Aaron Hobart there, the 9.16 with a 32.928 on his first lap. And looks like somebody's advertising new driver all over his paid scheme here tonight. Andrew Fay is going to go ahead and crack the top spot there in that 28 machine with a 32.534. 4. Still got a lot of drivers still to qualify here. Got Kiffin D. Simpson out there on track right now. For those that don't know, this is one of the real-life drivers out here competing with the Crown Athletics Racing Tour on the weeks that he is, he's able to. Is a real-life driver. He's got a lot of priorities out there. So be able to have some time to get out here and race with these guys out here. Good to see that. He's definitely going to be somebody we're going to have to keep our eyes on here tonight, especially at Michigan. Sheridan Wade out here on track in that 54 machine. The old, reminds me of Richard Penny there, that paint scheme. He is going to get that second spot. Victor up there, the P1 with a 32.506. Still got about 30 seconds here to go in qualifying. Clabe Carter just finished his qualifying time back there in 9th. Alyssa in the 018. With qualifying here as well as David Cook. Edson. Crossing the line here. Where is he going to move up to? Put him up to second. And we will go through the entire starting grid here momentarily as qualifying is just wrapping up here. Let's go ahead and get down to our official grid here this evening. Grabbing the pole here this evening in that 12 machine, Victor with a lap time of a 32.506. Congrats, Victor, on grabbing the pole here tonight at Michigan. On the outside, starting second at 20 of Edson Santos. In row number 2, we got the 28 Andrew Fay rolling off third. On the outside of Andrew, rolling off P4 here tonight. That 54 is Sheridan Wade. In row number 3, the 57 of Nate Fields is going to roll off fifth. On the outside of Nate, rolling off P6 here tonight, the 71 of David Cook Jr. In row number 4, the 77 of William Rucker is going to roll 7th. On the outside of him, in that 8 machine, rolling off 8th, Kiffin D. Simpson. In row 5, we got the 3 of Brian Edwards rolling off P9 here tonight. On the outside of Brian rolling off P10, that 43 of Clabe Carter. In row number 6, the 52 of Lance Anthony is going to roll off 11th. On the outside of Lance, in that 916, Aaron Hobart is going to roll off Wealth. In row number 7, Alyssa Sharp in that 018 rolling off 13th. On the outside of Alyssa, rolling off 14th here tonight, the 199 of Josh L. I don't know. I'm now butchering the name for right now. I'll get it figured out. In row number 8, the 30 of Garrett Hagan is going to roll off 15th. On the outside of Garrett, rolling off P16 here tonight, the 70 of David Cook Sr. Jesse Withington there in the 94 is going to roll off 17th. On the outside of Jesse, rolling off P18 to 73 of Eli McDonald. In row number 10, we got James LeGriven there in the 87, rolling off P19. On the outside of James, in that 034, starting 20th here tonight, Bobby Blowers. In row number 11, riding shotgun here to start tonight, the 118 of Billy Smith, rolling off 21st. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get the weather information up for you guys here real quick. Air temp of 75, winds coming out of the southwest, I should say, are about 10 miles an hour. Mostly cloudy skies out there, even though it looks like the sun is peeking out right now. Humidity, not a factor, neither is the fog. As far as the track goes, we got 2 miles here tonight for each lap, 4 turns, track temp right at 89 degrees. Should be quite a bit of grip out there to start the race here this evening. Also do want to give a shout out to the sponsor here for this evening. Tonight's race is sponsored by Blink Designs. Blink Designs 200 here tonight at Michigan. Thank you all for tuning in here this evening. We're here at the virtual Michigan International Speedways. We are getting ready to get these drivers unleashed here as the pace cars get ready to dive off to the safety of pit road. And it will be in Victor's hand, well, actually Barney's hands here at the start of the race. Well, Victor's already on the loud pedal. We are racing here tonight in Michigan for 100 laps here tonight. Already a lot of spacing going on, a lot of side-by-side going on. As you can see, 2 wide, a lot of good side-by-side. Woo! It would be a better angle here of what's going on. Get up here to P number 5 here with Tiffin D. Simpson and Edson Santos doing battle. Like Edson's going to be able to prevail there on the outside line. Go ahead and get a better camera angle for you guys as we got a driver. Who is that? That is David Cook Sr. What happened to David Cook? I'd have to go back a little farther than that. Yeah, he was just coming out of pit road. And just, boop, lost it there on the cold tires. Hard impact to the inside wall. I don't know why that would bring out a caution if he wasn't even on the racing surface. Huh. All right. Well, that will bring out our first caution here this evening. Lap number 3. Get on the right driver here. You've had early cautions here before. Then things tend to settle out and we get some really good racing. So I would expect that to be no different here, especially at Michigan. A lot of room, and these drivers definitely love to push the limits. You're going to see a lot of 2, 3, maybe even a 4 wide. I would not rule that out here tonight. Do want to thank everybody tuning in here on Extreme Racing TV for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. It looks like we have 9 out there currently watching. Thank you guys so much for tuning in over here on YouTube. Appreciate the time you guys are taking out to come over and tune in, watch these drivers, put on a show here. Help support the channel, as well as, the main guys that come out here each and every week and do it. Guys behind the wheels here. Over here at Crown Athletics Racing Tour, all these drivers that put in the work each and every week. Their top 5 right now, we got Andrew Fay, Sheridan Wade, David Cook Jr., Victor, Edson, P5, Brian Edwards there, P6, Clay Carter 7th, Kiffin D. Simpson 8th, Aaron Hobart there in 9th, and then rounding out top 10, William Rucker. So if you hear me take breaks here this evening, don't worry. Got a little case of the algae bug going on. Started yesterday evening, and it's led into today. Got a little scratchy throat, nose runny. That time of year. Hello there, Jesse. Glad to see you out there in chat. Probably put that in a while ago. I just now catching up on it. So good to see you out there in chat. If I'm not mistaken, you're also out here on track. Yes, you're in 15th right now. Because we do have the one to go here, so we will be going green once we get around the track here. Once more. Wait for that pace car to get out of the way. Get back on pit road. Go ahead and let these drivers open it up to over 220 miles an hour. Once again, those just tuning in, thank you for tuning in here for the Blink Designs 200 here tonight at Michigan. For the Crown Athletics Racing Tour, this is their third season. As we are back underway. Try to find a different angle for everybody. Get a little bit more of the track shown here. As we got some 3 wide going on for the lead. Well, we had 3 wide going on for the lead, and it ended pretty quickly. You got David Cook Jr. now up into the top spot. He's going to lead himself his first lap. Here comes Sheridan now with a good run. He's going to back off of it, but Edson, actually that's Andrew Fay. He's going to go up to P2. You got to go a little bit further back. This is where Edson's at. P4 with Brian Edwards and, well, Brian and Victor. He keeps swapping. You got 3 car pack. Got a little bit of a gap here to Aaron. 7th. We got really good battle going on for the lead here. Definitely want to keep our eyes out for the lead changes that are taking place here. These guys got to settle down though, guys. I got to get through the rest of the field here. We're still 3 wide for the lead going down the back straightaway. Looks like Sheridan's going to go ahead and take the lead now. Is he going to be able to hold off Andrew coming out of turn number 4 and lead himself his first lap here tonight? Going down to the start-finish line. He's going to lead himself. So, his first lap. He's got 91 to go for leading the most important lap. Down the back straightaway again, 3 wide. These guys are doing it on purpose now. This is the 3rd lap in a row they've done that. And now turn number 4 down the front straightaway. I mean, we just keep going through the field here. You got Victor here doing battle with Clay Carter, Kiffin D. Simpson here in the Hornet's Nest, as well as William Rucker. These guys are about to be 3 wide coming out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. They're all 3 wide. Kiffin's going to back off just a little bit here, give William the spot for now. Now you got Lance Anthony there in that 52 machine looking on the outside of Kiffin. He wants to take over that 9th spot, and he looks like he's going to have it as we're 3 wide ahead of them. Who was that just drop? Was that Clabe Carter? Trying to get on. Yeah, Slade Carter's going to fall all the way back here. Might have got a little wiggly down the front straightaway. I think we just had 4 wide there for a brief second. This is where the wreck's going to happen. If it's going to happen anywhere, it's going to be amongst these guys here. 3 wide with Lance Anthony and company. I mean, there's so many battles going on. I need the YouTube TV. We got 4 pictures going on at the same time. I need 4 different battles going on at the same time. That's how. 3 wide down the back straightaway for the lead again. Andrew Fay is going to prevail. Looks like he's starting to push up a little bit. That's going to give Sheridan the room to look down on the inside, but he's not going to have enough to lead that lap, as that lap will go to Andrew Fay. Looks like right now these drivers all back here, all the way back to keep going back here pretty far. Pretty much the top 10 are like within a second of each other. 11 spots, just a little over a second behind the leader, David Cook. So this is literally, whoa, David Cook got a little wiggly coming out of 2 there. Now Sheridan's going to go ahead and have that top spot. A little bit of a better angle of what's going on out there on track. A lot of... Looks like right now the only battle going on is for the lead, and looks like 4th spot as well. That would be James there on the inside. Now he's going to move up to 3rd. And he's looking for 2nd. I mean, you can pretty much put a blanket on these guys right now, the way they're staying so close together. Who's that just popped out? Is that Jesse there in that 90? No. Yeah, that was Jesse there in the 94, I do believe. Got William Rucker. Ooh, man. I could keep going through the field here, but this is where all the action. I mean, these guys are not giving it up at all. Ooh. That James there trying to force the issue 3 wide. Definitely getting all... Well, it looks like he's all out of control, but he's really not. Like I said, these drivers, let's see here what he does down the back straightaway. I'm going to be surprised if he hits almost 230 miles an hour, 229. Pushing up. Oh, man. Almost into the side there of Sheridan, but good driving, good awareness. Kiffin now up to the top spot. Where did he come from? He came out of nowhere. He was back in like 6th spot just a couple laps ago. Now he is up into the top spot. Doing battle there with that 28 of Andrew. Andrew's not giving up without a fight, though. Might be able to do the slide job on him. Ooh, he's going to give the room, though, to Kiffin. They're coming down the start-finish line. I think that lap went to Andrew. Definitely got a good 3-wide battle here for the lead. Don't know who that is behind them. And you saw that plum of smoke. I think that was the 29 of Scott Watson. But no caution. We can go all over the place. We can stay here on David Cook Jr. Go up to William Rucker. Somebody's blinking out. Andrew Fay Kiffin there doing battle. Almost bump drafting on the side of their vehicles. Just trying to do anything to get the advantage, get a little less air onto their vehicle. Any little ounce that you can take advantage of, you're going to go ahead and try everything. Who is that? It just made a bullet down to the bottom. David Cook Jr. came out of a rocket ship. Now he is up into the lead here, coming down to the start-finish line. Go ahead and lead himself his 5th lap here tonight. Now we're back 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. Coming out of turn number 2, looks like David's going to have the line. Kiffin's going to draw it back to 3rd for right now. A lot of these drivers right now are just getting a good feel of their cars. Pretty much setting themselves up for the end of the race here. Trying to figure out what's going to work, what's not going to work, when to make the right move. Ooh, somebody brushed the wall there. I think that was the 52 of Lance Anthony, if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't hard. It was just a little love tap. Andrew Fay and Kiffin still doing battle here for the lead. As well as William Rucker here. He's up riding that high side. We got almost a 4-wide battle going on back here with Jesse, James, Sheridan. Now we're officially coming down to a quarter-way complete here tonight. Lap 25 completed. Now we're working on lap 26 of 100. Fuel is going to play a factor here as we have a caution. Looks like it's going to be that 73 of Eli McDonald. Let's go ahead and see what happened to Eli here tonight. Everything looks good down the back straightaway. Going down into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, he got the apron. And around Eli went, and that will bring out our second caution of the evening. That dreaded apron. So I would expect everybody to be down pit road here. And good, yeah. Everybody is going to be coming down pit road. did have one person. Oh, yeah. Aaron stayed out. He was a lap down. Travis stayed out multiple laps down. And Scott Watson. These drivers will be able to pit next time around. But I would not be surprised if Aaron. Actually, he got the wave around. So take that out of the equation. He will be able to pit. It looks like we got Andrew Fay, Tiffin D. Simpson, David Cook, William Rucker, Jesse Sheridan, James, Brian Edwards, Lance Anthony, and Victor rounding out your top 10 here this evening. Go ahead and give a little race summary here real quick. We've had 27 laps completed here. Still got 73 laps to go. Already up to 12 lead changes. 2 cautions for 5 laps. Actually, that should be 3. No, that is 3. Never mind. 2 cautions for 5 laps. Our current leader is Andrew Fay. As far as the current track conditions, how they stand right now, we're actually dropped. We're down to 84 track temp. As far as the weather goes, so it's 74. Winds actually went up a little bit, right around 11 miles an hour. There's your caution count there for Michigan. 2 so far for 6 laps. Fastest lap of the race, a 31.987. That will belong to that number 94 there, Jesse Whittington. Good to have that pace car dive off this time. Go ahead and get back underway at our 200 plus mile an hour round here at Michigan. Pace car diving off to pit road. Andrew Fay is going to go ahead and get us back underway here tonight. We are back green flag racing here tonight for the Blink Design 200. See here if we can find somebody to get on here real quick. We will do a little gyro cam here. I've played Carter. Speed almost 230 miles an hour. Once he gets in that draft and starts sucking up the guy in front of him, he hits about 235 miles an hour down the front straightaway. It's absolutely crazy to think that you go that fast at a track like this. go ahead and get on Kiffin here as he's got a bird's eye view of the lead. Well, actually now he's going to go for the lead. The outside. Get back to the full action taking place here because there's a lot going on. Sheridan now up to the top spot. Try to give everybody different angles, different views, and these guys are... Hey! Oh, man. Andrew is almost a... he blinked out now. There he is. He's back. He was almost the cream in the Oreo there. He almost got smushed. And we still got 3 wide racing. Door to door. I mean, try to give a wider view so you all can see what's going on, not only, with the front, but also the back. The only problem with doing that is you lose out on the person that you're on, that we're actually watching. Just do that real quick. But you don't even know what... I mean, they're all still... From 1st to 19th, 2.5 seconds separate 1st and 19th. And that's pretty impressive. Around that 77 now, William Rucker, the old... Gives me the old school Wrangler vibes. We got... We got Kiffin involved as well as James. Let's go ahead and take a look back here. We were at a very bad angle to see exactly what took place there. Okay, we will back it up a little bit more. We will go ahead and get on a chase cam there. Mouse wants to work. I think. I know Kiffin was checking up, trying to... Oh, netcoach started it. There wasn't even contact. And James went for, a wild ride. I mean, there wasn't even contact that initiated the wreck. That's crazy. Now, Andrew has led 22 laps here tonight. Oh, no. I think that would put him at the top, yeah. Would put him at the top. Or his most laps led so far. Still got a long way to go. All right, we should be getting ready to go back green flag racing here. And we are back green flag racing here tonight. Lap number 40 of 100 completed. Andrew Fay, Sheridan Wade, well now David Cook up to that second spot. Really got to find a good TV angle. David Cook started 6th, currently P1. We have another caution. Looks like we got Brad Adams involved in this one. Go ahead and take a look back here and see what happened. Going down to turn number 3, everything was fine. It might have started in front of him. Yes, it definitely did. Okay. Here's that 43 at Clay Carter. Got hooked. Ooh. Did he, or was it Netco? Case cam here. Oh, no, that was definitely a hook. Ooh. Man. That's how quickly your night can go from good to bad. Just in a blink of an eye, literally. Brad's still trying to get his machine to pit road. Trying not to talk too much here during the caution. But I do want to give a shout out to not only all the people tuning in here tonight, also a big shout out to the sponsor sponsoring tonight's race, Blink Designs 200 here tonight at Michigan for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. This is the third season here tonight. Well, third season, 10th race of the season. After tonight, next Thursday, drivers will go to Watkins Glen for their third road course of the season. We got one more coming up here in July. It'll be the last crown jewel race of the season. at Road America. Still over a month away. As we are getting ready to go back green flag racing, once we turns 3 and 4. Back green flag racing once more. Currently we have 14 drivers on the lead lap. We got battle for the lead here, battle for second, well, battle for the lead, battle for third, battle for seventh, battle's going on for days. We got more 3 wide going on. Back here, this is Bobby back here in 5th. Got William Rucker, Lance Anthony as well. Eric Hagan there in that 30 machine, riding that high side. Ooh. William Rucker there in the middle. Oh, you got 3 wide here for the lead too. Williams going to try to make it 4. Don't wait. Oh, I thought he was going to try to squeeze it 4 wide. They're going into turn number 1, but he thought better of it. Stayed behind that 54 there, Sheridan. But now he's going to take it 3 wide down into turn number 3. That's where a lot of times patience pays off. You might think you can do it, but sometimes it's better just to wait another turn. As you can see, we're still 3 wide here for the lead. I want to move around the field, but when you're 3 wide for the lead, you kind of can't. And you're going to be 3 wide again down the back straightaway. But at some point, I think somebody is going to force the 4 wide. Especially if there's room. Oh, there goes William Rucker. Down through the apron. Save it, save it, save it. Oh, almost had it saved. Hard hit there for William in the inside wall of pit road. But no caution. We stay green for now. And that's how, what I was alluding to with the last caution, how quickly your night can go from being good, feeling great, to instant just disappointment and not the race that you wanted to have. Now you got Andrew Fay, David Cook Jr. Oh, as well as Sheridan, can't forget about him. He's up here taking it 3 wide and everything. Gotta reposition my pillow here on my chair. Slide down. Oh, we got another driver off into the grass. Jesse. Did the same thing as William. Won't do a replay on it, but we will just go ahead, do a quick rewind, and was it just a matter of him getting loose there? There's a little transition there between the apron and the track surface, and it seems to be upsetting these cars here quite a bit. Looks like Jesse has taken this car, well, at least towed it. We're going still 3 wide here. Coming out. Okay, I thought we were going to be 3, almost 4 wide there for, I guess you want to call it battle for second. Instead, we're going to stay 2, 3 wide here for the lead. Go ahead and pull up our top 5 here real quick. Andrew Fay, David Cook, Sheridan, Nate Fields, and then Josh there rounding up the top 5. As you can see there, it's updating in real time. Kind of hard to keep up when it's racing like it's Daytona or Talladega. Everything keeps changing left and right, left and right. Let's go ahead and let's see here if we can get on. Let's do a cockpit cam here with Josh. Get a bird's eye view of what he's seeing out there on track. And one thing I have noticed here tonight, every driver we've been on here tonight, they have not been downshifting through the turn. Now you see that he quickly jumped the 5th there momentarily. This is what they're seeing from their racing rigs here tonight. I can only imagine how fun that would be. Oh man, is that? Oh, Andrew Fay hard hit the inside wall. And Kiffin D. Simpson as well. Let's go ahead and take a look back. That will end Kiffin's night here, unfortunately. Kiffin was trying to get one of his laps back. As you see there, tight racing there. Going down the front straightaway. Not. It It almost like he got loose and came up trying to save it, and Kiffin was there, wrong place, wrong time. And that will end Kiffin's night, unfortunately. We're still green flag racing here. I thought that brought out a caution, but it did not. I am actually really shocked by that. As you see, the sun's out. Ooh, that was glaring there for a moment. That hurt my eyes, and this is a sim. Shouldn't do that to my eyes. Josh is now up to point. He's going to lead himself a second lap. Here's Nate Fields in that 57 machine. He's got himself up here. I mean, he started 5th. He's currently 4th. But he looks like he's got himself sitting mighty fine right now on lap number 65 here of 100. As long as you're within striking distance, that's all you need. Oh, contact at the outside wall. Somebody's got damage there. That's the 52 of Lance Anthony. He's going to have to come down pit road if he can make it. I think that was Bobby that just hit the wall, outside wall as well. Yeah, Lance is going to have to come down pit road, make an unscheduled stop here, use his fast repair. But we stay green. Sheridan. Actually, it's Nate Fields. ATVO has stopped working. Oh, that'll bring out a caution. We caught that live. That looked bad. Let's go ahead and take a look back here. And who was it that took it down to the 20 of Edson Santos? Oh, he was already down low. Oh, they just went on the outside of him. Okay. No, it was no. No, it was somebody else. Who was the 70? David Cook Jr. He had a good run. He dove it, and there's no out of bounds here in Michigan. And yeah, that just upset that 20 of Edson, unfortunately. That is what brings us to, as you see there, Nate Fields pretty much has no front end at all. Looks like everybody's on pit road. Looks like now got David Cook Jr. P1, Sheridan Wade there P2, Garrett Hagan third, Victor fourth, Billy back there in fifth, Brian Edwards sixth, Bobby seventh. Got Travis there eighth, Lance Anthony ninth. Had to make that unscheduled pit stop. It used his fast repair, so that actually worked out good for Lance. And rounding out your top 10 here tonight, 77 of William Rucker. One more time, apparently. Under do a little race recap here real quick, race summary. We got 70 completed, 30 laps to go, 28 lead changes, and we are under our fifth caution here tonight. Update the track temp here. We're currently at 80 degrees, so there's definitely more grip out there. Green flag racing. David Cook's going to get us back underway here. Complete lap 71 here of 100. Sheridan looking to the outside there for the lead. Looks like he's going to have it coming out of turn number 4. Yes, he's going to have it. Garrett Hagan now looking on the outside as well. Wanting that P2, but he's not going to have it. Looks like David Cook's going to have the draft. Going through 1 and 2. Looks like Garrett's going to get a good run coming out of 2. Down the back straightaway. Cook's going to actually take advantage of the draft a little bit. Not enough to get side by side with Sheridan. But we could stay on the leaders all night long. They've been duking it out every lap pretty much. Because I have been trying to go through The good old Alt F Ford it. Yeah, I've been there, done that before, Jesse. Uh, better, live to see another. Whoa, we got a wreck going on back here. I think that was Billy Smith and Company. No. Here, Josh. We have a caution. Let's go ahead and see what happened. Three wide coming out of turn. Oh, want to do that, but I did it. But it looked like some misjudgment there of where a certain driver was. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say on whom that was. And that does happen, though. I mean, it could have been an issue, too, of him just getting loose coming out of the turn. We've been seeing that all night long. Cars pushing, and all of a sudden, right as soon as that bacon starts changing, it just wants to snap on you. So that will bring out caution number 6, I do believe. Sheridan, David, Garrett, Victor, Brian, your top 5. Like I said, my allergies are, I don't know, bad. Usually they're not bad. I do want to give another shout out to tonight's sponsor here for tonight's race, Blink Designs. Thank you for coming on board and sponsoring here tonight for the Michigan race for the Blink Design 200. Way under 200 laps, 200 miles to go. About 25 miles, 30 miles, somewhere around there. Well, no, because my math is not mathing. My brain hurts. Pace car is off the safety of pit road. Brian. Oh no, actually Sheridan. Sorry. No. I wasn't even on the leader, so I thought the pace car was off pit road. But he's not. He's still on the track. Still got one more lap before we get back green flag race. My attention span is getting short. All right, we're off the safety of pit road, and we are back green flag racing here tonight at Michigan. Arian and David Cook Jr. battling out. Can't forget about Garrett Hagan. I think he's laying back here to try to see what happens to these two. As we are now working on lap 80 here of 100. Can't forget about Victor, Brian Edwards, Travis Rucker. And a lock and change here in half a lap. Right now, this is where the battle is at. This is getting down to the peak time here. I hate this camera angle because it doesn't show the cars. It should. And now we got Sheridan and Garrett Hagan going at it. They're trying to work that outside. Seems like that's been a very hard thing to do here throughout the race here tonight. It has been done, but it's one that requires a lot of not only momentum, but also trying to get some of that side draft. Now we got a big blanket unfolding once again here. Two by two by two by two by two by two. I think I got it all right. Now we're 3 wide. 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Now just 3 wide, 1 row deep. Now we're back to 3 wide, 1 row deep. Oh man, somebody's gonna force it 4 wide here. Oh, who was David Cook Jr. there? Woo, man. He's driving like a madman there. Out there swerving like he's trying to dodge invisible cones. Oh, we got somebody off. Travis Rucker. No, that was not Travis Rucker. Lance Anthony? From a lap car. Oh, Eli McDonald again. He's definitely gonna have a race that he's gonna want to forget after tonight. Here we go, 3 wide, 4 to lead once more. You got David Cook, William Rucker, Sheridan. 3, 2, 1. Or 1, 2, 3. You go Sheridan and David. It's still 3 wide, and Bobby, I think, is trying to want to make it 4 wide. There we go. Most 4 wide. It's brewing. It's definitely brewing for a 4 wide coming up here real soon. I mean, at this point, might as well just do 5 wide. You got the cars there. Might as well just do 5 wide. Why not? Make it work. You can make it work. Obviously, I'm kidding. Let's not do that. We were 4 wide for a split second. Four wide is when you start clenching your butt cheeks a little bit. 5 wide, you're saying a prayer. Back here to Lance here, sitting P5. Getting a good run down the front straightaway. Gonna take it to the outside here through 1 and 2. He is. And then all that momentum gets killed off. And he's gonna have to regroup and try. Well, as they say that, he's got the outside there, William Rucker here. He's got some help from his friends behind him too. That would be the 57 of Nate Fields. We got battle for the lead. Oh man, these guys are not giving it up. We're under 10 laps to go. We're actually at 9 to go. Oh, Lance pushed up. Oh, almost contact there between Sheridan and William. You can tell the laps are winding down. They're starting to give no room. Trying to take every advantage away from the other driver. And right now, it's neck and neck. It's anybody's race. Coming out of turn number 4. Front straightaway. Sheridan's going to lead that lap. And we got another driver off into the grass. Still, looks like Sheridan's going to be able to hold off William for now. And here comes Brian Edwards, and here comes Bobby. Oh, look who, Nate. Oh, and Lance. And Travis. The whole gang's here. We're going to have a big old lead party going on here, coming down to the final 5 laps here once they cross the start-finish line. Still, well, we had 3 wide there. Now we're back down to 2-ish. 1 single file, 2. Oh, almost contact there between Sheridan and William once more. Here, go, we're wrecking behind him. Is that Brian Edwards? Oh, let's go ahead and take a look back here and see what happened. Oh, he just got. That's weird. He tagged? And oh, yeah, he was definitely tagged. 57? Oh, 57 in here. Oh, there he is, Nate. Yep. You get on the front bumper. You see contact there, and then they both go around. You have people down pit road here coming down in the final couple laps here. Maybe they're thinking new tires are gonna prevail over the old, but I mean we're down to 3 laps to go here. I don't I don't know. These guys are just looking for drivers to come out here, have fun, and you know, at least from what I understand, if you make a mistake, own up to it. That's all they care about. You know, obviously they care about good quality racing too. But the main thing is if you're not having fun, how you gonna put on a good race? So take that as it is. Yeah, they will definitely show you how to have fun. This league is definitely good at doing that. I know the first season I broadcasted for them, they actually allowed me to race in a couple races with them. Go ahead and get them ready to go back green flag race. Uh, head headset's starting to hurt my head. You can get a haircut. All right, wait for that pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road. We will go ahead and get ready for our Blink Designs 200. Hopefully, last green flag here this evening. Sheridan, it's in your hands. Take us to the promised land. Green flag is back out. We are back racing here tonight at Michigan. Down to 2 laps to go. Now, you thought it was crazy before. You just wait. Here comes William Rucker as well as Bobby. Are they going to work together, or Sheridan is trying everything to break the draft, but oh, here comes Bobby to the inside. 2, 3, and 4. Bobby put him up to P2. We're now to turn number 4 to the start-finish line. White flag is out, and we have taken it. Next flag will end the race no matter what happens. This is the race here tonight, folks. Down through turn 1 and 2. 3 wide for second. The leader right now, as of now, is still Bobby, but here comes Sheridan there on the outside. At 20, actually 12. Down through 3 and 4 here for the final time. Coming out turn number 4. Looks like it's going to be Sheridan going to take the checkered flag here tonight. Bobby's going to finish P2. William Rucker finishing P3 here tonight. Victor 4th. And Travis Rucker rounding out your top 5. What an amazing finish. What a good race overall. We had our cautions. Every race has caution. It is what it is. You can't decipher between that. But what you can decipher is when you had the green flags, how was the racing. And I could say hands down, this has lived up to the hype here tonight. Nobody was in control of tonight's race. Somehow, some way, Sheridan Wade found himself in the victory lane here tonight. So, congrats to him. He's going to go ahead and burn it up here tonight. We are going to go ahead, folks, step away. Find our top 3, get them up here in the broadcast booth. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. right, welcome back. We have found the top, well, third and second. Unfortunately, the race winner here tonight had to go ahead and hop off, get ready for work tomorrow. So we will go ahead and get the interviews with third and second here tonight. First up will be that 77 there of William Rucker. Well, William, as usual, this race did not disappoint here tonight. Michigan brought a lot of action. High intense racing here tonight. Go ahead and talk about it. How was the racing here for you tonight out here on the track?
Yeah, absolutely. So going into the night, didn't really know what to expect. I know Michigan, it kind of goes one of two ways. Either you're really fighting a tight condition and dirty air is really a huge detriment, or you kind of get these packed up races like this. So kind of had to keep an open mind about what to expect. And then once we got in here, like you said, it was just chaos, but in a good way. It was incredibly action packed. You definitely had to keep your head up and keep your eyes open at all times. Keep a lookout for guys getting runs all around you. Had to be really aware of everything that was going on around you. Definitely a race where you had to be up on the wheel pretty much from the drop of the rag. So definitely was an exciting race from behind the wheel. Uh, definitely was important to keep your car clean and make sure that you were there at the end.
Yeah, definitely. And it looked like a few times, I don't know if it was just because of the dirty air or what, but it seemed like, especially on the, like, if you guys were any close distance to getting side draft or anything like that, especially coming out of the turns, it looked like you guys were getting loose. I don't know if that was just the angle that we were watching it from, or if it was just something that the air was just playing a factor in the way the cars were handling on the exit.
For sure, the cars they would snap like out of nowhere. You wouldn't even feel it coming. It would just break loose on you, especially around the bottom lane. It seemed like on the front stretch and in the turns, there's some bumps or something, and if you catch them just right, your front end will just completely unload, and before you know it, you'll be spinning towards the inside wall.
We definitely witnessed a few of those here tonight. But looking forward to what's coming up here next Thursday. Third road course of the season coming up here. Good old Watkins Glen. I'm not too sure if it's the cup version or if it's the boot version. But go ahead and kind of give your thoughts, insights of what you expect going into next week over there at Watkins Glen.
Yeah, so I always look forward to Watkins Glen. It's one of my favorite road courses. I think it'll be a straightforward but a good old fashioned road course, if you know what I mean. I think you'll have some guys that might try to play a little bit different strategy depending on what a fuel run looks like and how the tires hold up. But I think it'll be a really solid race, especially for road course fans. And I'm definitely looking forward to it. Like I said, it's one of my favorite tracks, and I feel pretty confident in how my road racing skills have come over the last couple of years. So probably won't be competing for a win, but top five for sure. And I'm pretty excited for it.
Yeah, definitely can't wait. And hey, you get in the top five, all it takes is somebody to have a little mishap. You never know what can take place after that. But before we go ahead and let you go, William, celebrate your podium finish here tonight, finishing P3 here at Michigan. Any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give before you go ahead, hop off, and celebrate your P3 here tonight at Michigan?
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, I want to thank you for broadcasting the race for us. Extreme Racing TV always does a great job. Wonderful commentary, great camera shots. Just really appreciate you coming on and broadcasting us for us. And also want to say thank you to Blink Designs for coming on board and sponsoring this race tonight. I want to give a huge shout out to my teammates, to Lance and Travis, and even the extended teammates, Billy Smith. Had a pretty good showing tonight, top 10 for all of us, I believe. So definitely a good night for the team. But also want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Magnolia Laser, to Crown Athletics, to B Smith Maintenance LLC, to Sabina Guitars and Finer Things. Those are the guys that really help us to put this on week in and week out, and let us do what we want to do.
All right. Well, you go ahead, hop off here, William. Enjoy that P3 finish here tonight. Good run, and looking forward to seeing what you have in store for them coming up here at Watkins Glen next Thursday night. Until then, enjoy this one.
Thanks, Dennis. Hope to talk to you then.
All right. Hopefully. Take care.
You too.
All right. That will. There we go. All right. Finally got him out of the broadcast. It, for some reason, wouldn't let me do it. So let's go ahead now and get up to our second place finisher here tonight, and that will be that 034 of Bobby. Get him up here into the broadcast booth. Well, Bobby, not quite the finish you were expecting here. Ultimately, we're all looking for that victory here tonight. Fell one position short, but still a P2 finish here tonight. Good points tonight for you. Go ahead and talk about the race here tonight at Michigan.
Oh, honestly, a lot of it was just experimenting with the draft and seeing where I could pull out and get a couple spots here or there. And that last little run right before the green white checker, I was trying to see how I could take a run and try to get around the outside or get under a guy for a spot if it came down to it at the end. And took a really bold move trying to go around the outside three wide right at that caution, the last caution, and thought I was going to end up with the lead after that, but must have been just close enough to be third. But then on the restart, got around, I think it was William. And then from there, just trying to find out how to take a run around to try to get that lead, and couldn't quite close on it, but I'm happy with second, honestly.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a night of ups and downs. I mean, look, you started P20 and you found yourself finishing second. You definitely showed that where you qualified did not matter. It was just a matter of getting the runs at the right time, avoiding the incidents when they happen, whether they were in front of you, beside you, around you. Um, just being in the right place, the right time, pretty much is how it came down to the old, how they say it. Oh, yeah, good old plate racing. But you were just going 230 miles an hour. Um, now, did your car, because we saw it a few times throughout the broadcast here tonight where certain cars were snapping loose on the exit of 2 and 4. Um, were you experiencing that at all throughout the race here tonight?
Definitely on the bottom. As soon as you start coming up on the banking transition seams, it really wanted to come free. And even down the front stretch, actually, I saw a couple of guys lose it down the middle of the front stretch, and at first I was like, "How the heck?" But then I felt it coming up on trying to, I don't even know what the word is, straddle. There we go. Trying to straddle the two seams right against that white line. All of a sudden, the back end starts walking around. I'm like, "Oh crap!" And just would go down or go up to try to get off of that. But yeah, definitely a little sketchy at times.
Yeah, and it's one of those, 9 times out of 10 you could save it, but might want to go check your underwear after we're done with this interview. Uh, looking forward here coming up here next Thursday, another road course coming up, the third one of the season, heading over to Watkins Glen. Kind of talk what are you expecting, what are you looking forward to going to that track here next Thursday.
Um, I hear they're debating on what layout it is, and I think it's going to depend a lot on the layout. Uh, Personally, I'd really like to see the classic boot, even though it is a little bit bumpy. Going around the bus stop, it is really fun. Watkins Glen's one of my favorite road courses, and that's not saying much because I'm pretty bad on the road courses with these cars.
Well, you never know. I mean, that's one thing I was kind of debating on what it's going to be as far as the layout because it just says Watkins Glen. So if it's the boot version, it's definitely going to add a good twist to it. But if it is the cup version, it's still going to be a good road course race, no matter what layout they choose. So definitely going to be interesting to see what they decide to go with here. I think a lot of it's going to have to do with setup. What setup is going to work better for per se layout. So guess it's going to be a wait and see game as far as that goes. But until then, Bobby, you still got a second place finish here to celebrate. and partake. But before we go ahead and let you go and do all that celebration here tonight, any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you bounce out and celebrate here at Michigan?
Yeah. First and foremost, sponsor of the race, Blink Designs. That's me. Hit me up if you want to paint. 213simler.com. My team, PBR Racing. A lot of our guys were over in another truck league. Um, yeah, and all my friends and family. Thank you.
All right, Bobby. Well, you go ahead, hop off, celebrate your second place finish here tonight, and start preparing for Watkins Glen next Thursday. But until then, enjoy this one. We'll see you back out there on the track here next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right, and that will conclude the interviews here tonight. Let's go ahead and get down to our final results pending any admin stuff that they have to do. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot to go through. Showing up here tonight. Sheridan Wade there. The one interview we could not get here tonight. Our victor here tonight. Congrats once again to Sheridan on grabbing the victory here tonight. And second, Bobby Blowers there finishing P2. Third, 77 there, William Rucker. P4 here tonight, Victor, that 12 machine. Fifth, we got Travis Rucker in that 83 machine. In sixth, we got the 52 of Lance Anthony. P7, David Cook Jr. In eighth, Brian Edwards. Ninth, Nate Fields. 10th, Billy Smith. In P11 here tonight, Garrett Hagan. 12th, Eli McDonald. 13th, Josh L. Stotts. 14th, Edson Santos. 15th, Jesse Willington. 16th, Andrew Fay. 17th, Kiffin D. Simpson. 18th, Alyssa Sharp. 19th, Clabe Carter. P20 here tonight, Brad Adams. 21st, Aaron Hobart. 22nd, we got the 87 of James LeGriven. 23rd, Scott Watson. 24th, John Matthews. 25th, David Cook Jr. 26th, Bradley Thompson. 27th, didn't see this guy in the race here tonight. And Dorian Davis. 28th, Andy Frazier. Andrew Frazier. Wow. Andy Frazier. And then rounding out the field here, P29, RC Grove. Well, folks, that will conclude the broadcast here tonight. Big shout out to our sponsor for tonight's race. Once again, Blink Designs. Thank you for coming on board and supporting the league over here on iRacing for tonight's broadcast. Do appreciate the support for the league. Appreciate all the support from the fans that tuned in here this evening. Couldn't do it without you guys. The league couldn't do it without you. And definitely looking forward to next Thursday night. Mark it on your calendars. Road course racing at Watkins Glen. But until then, enjoy the weekend and most of next week. But most importantly, take care of yourselves and each other and have a good